Good evening, Red Wolves fans, and welcome to Plainwell, Michigan, where tonight the Red Wolves take on the Plainwell Trojans. We are just getting set to go, and we've got the national anthem coming. Alongside me tonight, we bring back an old favorite from week 2, Jason Cox.
Welcome, Brett. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anybody who works at the rate that you're willing to work, we'll bring you back as often as we can. So, got a good matchup going on here tonight. As always, we're going to go mute here in a moment, let the band play the national anthem. I am going to throw up though, Jay. We got $50 this week in the Venmo account, so that's actually very helpful because I had to replace 3 cables after last week, and it almost worked out exactly right. So, contrary to popular belief, it's not quite free to do this, and really appreciate some people coming through with the donation. Anyone else out there who feels like this is a good service for them, I'll put that up as the national anthem goes on. But
So I'm not spending my raise yet, Brett?
well, no, yeah,
Okay.
None of that goes to payroll.
Okay.
But we're so appreciative that people recognize that this is something that's valuable to them. So, and we're grateful that they're willing to spend it. So we're going to go mute right now, and we will pop up the Okay, so we are going to come back here, get some of this off the screen, and I want to take a moment as we drop some of this stuff back off here. I want to take a moment and acknowledge Plainwell. In an absolute moment of class, Plainwell gave a moment of silence for our recently departed middle schooler, Easton Johnson. And, you know, I was going to do this a little later in the game, but now is as appropriate a time as any. This week has been incredibly tough for the people of Paw Paw. Going into this week, all I knew about Easton Johnson is that he was my daughter's friend. I really didn't know the kid at all. I really didn't know what was going on. We were tapped on the shoulder during our broadcast last week and informed that Ethan had passed. And in the week that's passed since then, the community of Paw Paw has mourned, and it has laughed, and it has come back. And today, we laid Easton to rest as a community. And as we walked away from that tonight and I drove to this football game, we see a lot of people will say football's not that important. But I can tell you this, cherish every moment that these boys are out on the field tonight because you never know when it's going to be your last. So Ethan Johnson has taught me something. I never met him personally, but he's taught me to value every moment because it could be our last. So with that being said, rest in peace, Easton, and we will move and play tonight's game. Okay, so football, we got Sonnenberg deep. Kickoff is going to be played by Ben Miller on the left side. Ben's going to get tackled right about the 27-yard line, and the football is off and running. Jason, we're going to see a lot of running tonight from Plainwell as the scouting report. They feature back number 22, and that's going to be their Ryan McDaniel. Should be one of their featured backs this evening.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about Plainwell this year, so be interesting.
He's a talented wrestler, so you expect him to be a low-to-the-ground powerhouse.
Well-balanced, strong young man.
So the Wolves come out on offense. We're going to see the T. So we got Newell between Ben Miller and P.J. DeYoung. Gunnar Goodell under center. Gunner's going to hand off. P.J.'s got the ball. P.J.'s off the left side. That's good for about 2. So back to the line, Wolves in the T. Handoff this time up the middle. That's Bryson Newell. He's still up, but he's going to ran into a pile of his own people.
Just a couple of yards there.
You know, gain of 2. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 4.
So what we see, we'll just chip away, Brent, until we can make that one that hits bigger.
Yeah, and you know this is a patience offense, but it's an explosive offense. Ben Miller showed some breakaway speed last week. Gunnar Goodell is going to hand it to Miller. Ben's going up the middle, and he's going to be just short of the first down, and it's going to bring up the first decision to make for the Red Wolves tonight. And they're on their own side of the 50-yard line.
Looks like a long 1 yard.
Yep.
We're probably going to see him stay in the offensive stance.
I think Power Eye. Yeah, Buell just came onto the field, so looks like an opportunity for the Red Wolves to try to set the expectations in this game. And this is one that's not an automatic PJ run, as we saw last week. They've started to run the upbacks off this set. So PJ's deep. Buell and Newell. This is going to go to PJ. PJ stutters and makes a nice burst through the line. PJ DeYoung with the Red Wolves. First down. First howl of the night. We bought a value pack of howls down at Costco. It cost us $279.99, but I don't think we'll run out for 6 to 8 months. It's in aisle C7 near the top. That's where you get the Howls. Depends on which Costco, too.
It's a seasonal item, Brent.
From the power eye, Gunnar Goodell is going to pitch the ball to PJ DeYoung. PJ's got a hole. PJ's got some room. That's good for 8. Nice run by PJ DeYoung. Jason, they are getting through those holes and they're making some room.
Yeah, opened it right up for him. A nice 9-yard jaunt before they were able to get him out of bounds.
As always, you are out there in YouTube land are our technical advisors. If you see anything wrong with the audio or if you can't hear one of us or if you want just one of us to be muted, go ahead and comment that, but you're probably not going to get your wish. Gunnar Goodell under center. Power eye. This is going to hand off to Newell. Bryson Newell with a big hole. Bryson cutting, weaving. Big run for Bryson Newell, and that's good for another Red Wolves first down.
Right, that middle was wide open for him.
Well, and that just wasn't open. Bryson picked and chose, and that was a good run. He was able to juke a couple people, good vision, followed the flow of the play. Bryson, and, you know, I just want to point out to his uncle, he did not get caught from behind, so that was a nice run by Bryson. I also want to point that out to Bryson so he knows that I'm rooting for the breakaway speed. Goodell back in the tee. Handoff up the middle, PJ DeYoung. That's good for about 4. So it looks like he's close to the 10-yard line. Ball is spotted right on the 10. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Good job of falling forward there to get that extra yard. Ben Miller off the right side. Ben's got some yardage. That is inside the 5. That should be good for a first down. And that is a Red Wolves first down.
Ben Miller did a great job there. He was patient until he found that small seam and was able to push it up through there.
So 4 yards out. Yeah, nice job of Ben Miller holding on to that ball. 1st and 4. PJ DeYoung is going to smell some end zone here. In the tee, Gunnar Goodell. Under center, snap, PJ off the left side. PJ gets caught from behind. Looks like he's going to get to the 1-yard line. This is PJ territory down here. Would not surprise to see this one, though, go to Mr. Newell up the middle. Bryson has really picked up his game the last couple weeks, and so have the blockers. I shouldn't even say Bryson's picked up his game. Bryson's been doing a good job all season.
Yeah.
Some of the blocks haven't been there for him, and that's really tightened up this last week. Goodell, that's going to go to Ben Miller,
Touchdown.
and Ben Miller is going into the end zone for a Red Wolves touchdown.
He walked that right in, bro. What an excellent play.
So Ben Miller was all the way past the N in Trojans, or Plainwell, whatever that says down there, Plainwell. Can't see the whole field, but untouched. He ran right across the letter, and nobody touched him. So Troy Vandenberg, 2 kick, Gunnar Goodell to hold. There's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good.
It's good.
And that's 6:16 to go here in the first quarter. Paw Paw 7, Plainwell 0. We have a new feature tonight, Jason. Just excited to roll this out. We'll put the first one out here during this. Our digital media class in the high school has been taking some time and filming the kids doing some intros. We don't have everybody done yet. There's a couple of people that, and then the couple that we did get done, like for instance, we'll take Darren Stry. Darren was so fast we didn't have a camera that could keep up with him, so it came out completely blurry. But we'll get him. It'll be one of those ones. We'll find a new camera. So here's the first part.
Braylon Kennedy, senior, offensive tackle, and I like my steak well done.
Julian Hernandez, offensive guard, sophomore. I like my steak medium rare.
Kyle Seckler, junior, tackle. I like my steak rare.
Luke Dallian, senior, offensive tackle. I like my steak medium rare.
Gavin Turk, senior, defensive end. I like my steak medium rare.
So there's some of the Red Wolves, Jason. We'll get the rest of them here in a bit. Squib kick is muffed and then covered. So Plainwell's going to start over at the 31. So nice drive to start for the Wolves. You know, hey, that could have gone really horribly with the 4th and 1, but on the deep in their own territory. But the Red Wolves, you know, I think, Jason, it sets the tone for this game.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it was an important call for Coach Stride to say we own the line.
Yep, absolutely. You know, that can be a momentum changer, but when we're running this offense, 1 yard is...
Well, and let's call it like it is. You know, Plainwell, anybody can stand up and have a good game, but they're not expected to contend for the title. So, you know, this is supposed to be our game. Let's step up and claim it right from the beginning. So Lemire on the tackle there. Plainwell went off the right side.
As you said, they started right at there on the ground.
Number 11's their quarterback. That's Devaney, Landon Devaney. Devaney in the shotgun. He's going to hand off to 22. Daniels, the ball carrier. Bryson Newell on the tackle. Okay, Plainwell's bringing the play in. A little slow getting it in. They're going to bring it to the line with 15 seconds on the play clock. So we got trips on the left side. Devaney's in the gun. Handoff. Immediately, he bounces off the first tackler, and that's going to be close. I don't think he got there.
No,
I think he's just short. Now, again, here's an interesting moment in this game for Plainwell. Dom Hernandez on the tackle. Jason, what are you doing here if you're Plainwell's coach? You just saw the opponents do it to you.
If I'm Plainwell, I'm punting.
Okay. And I got to be honest with you, I agree with you. It does not look like that's what they're lining up to do. And I can tell you the Red Wolves can put this game, and I don't want to say out of reach because that's not realistic, but they can put this game partway in their pocket with a stop here.
Especially with the way they're able to control.
And a conversion.
The way they're able to control the clock.
Yeah, this is a big play for the Wolves defense. Handoff. And he's not going to get there. That's the Red Wolves with a giant stop.
I don't claim to be a smart man, but I would have
Newell was first, and then Fisher Edwards.
Bryson Newell hits the back in the backfield. Fisher Edwards shoots the gap and takes care of business. And the Red Wolves are going to take over on the plus side of midfield. Jason, this is exactly what we just talked about. You know, now, big quick strike deflates the balloon. You know, Plainwell will be chasing momentum the rest of the night. I got to agree with you. That was a mistake. I just don't think you go for it there. I understand it's early and you're trying to prove that you belong in this game, but now the Wolves are in the tee and they're right where they want you. That's PJ off the left side. Plainwell does a nice job containing.
Yeah, they stacked. It was a trap that direction, and they were able to stack it up.
We're super hopeful for the next 11 minutes to transpire so that sun goes behind the trees.
A little rough to see here.
The only one that can see is Greg Southworth, our spotter.
Hopefully the sun doesn't catch his binoculars and burn his eyes out.
Okay, Red Wolves come to the line. Gunnar Goodell under center. It's going to be second and long in the tee. Newell between Miller and PJ. DeYoung's got the ball. DeYoung got caught by one ankle, or PJ's gone. And that's going to be a gain of about 5. So part B of my deflate the entire stadium is scoring on this drive. Plainwell has a real opportunity to bail their coach out here. And
Deflate half the stadium.
yeah, only deflate half of them. I don't see it happening, but this is the.
I mean, even if they make the stop,
Well, this is 2 down territory
it's
regardless.
put them in tough field position anyway. So
Ben Miller's got a big hole. Ben Miller is going to be good for a Red Wolves first down.
I do have to give some credit to the Plainwell defense. Our spotter Greg Southworth had noted earlier, they are trying to strip the ball on every tackle. They are very well disciplined with that.
But it's also a testament to our kids working the weight room this summer. And I think you're going to see by some of the numbers in our second introduction segment that our kids are up for the challenge. Handoff. PJ. He's got Bryson out in front. Bryson opens a hole. Bryson leading the way. Newell with 3 blocks on that play. PJ gets outside. PJ DeYoung, good for a Red Wolves first down. It'll be first down at the 7. See Bryson Newell bounce off 3 different people there. That's what you want out of a fullback right there. Hit the guy, release, get into the second level, make some noise.
Grade the road.
Got 59 viewers already tonight. We're in great shape. Oh, power eye. Time to get serious. I'd watch Newell on the quick hit on this. There it is. Bryson off the left side. He's going to gain 3. So, second and goal. Looks like he got about 5 on that one, where they're spotting that ball.
A minute left to go in the
Got
first quarter.
4. Right when I called off the line, got 4. From the power eye, PJ DeYoung deep, Goodell under center. Handoff, PJ's got the ball. PJ's picking, choosing. PJ's in the end zone for a Red Wolves touchdown. Yes, PJ DeYoung with a great jump cut, went into the line, good vision. Could go left or right there, could follow your block. PJ jumps, sees the hole on the left, follows it through, walks in standing up into the end zone. So, Goodell's going to hold. Vandenberg with the kick. Snap is good, kick is up, kick is to the left, but good. So with 47 seconds to go in the first quarter, Red Wolves jump out to a 14-0 lead here in Plainwell. Let's meet the other half of the Red Wolves that we have recorded.
Okay. Baron Marinich, junior, corner, center, lineman, bench press, 415.
Bryson Newell, junior. Punter Turner, headhunter, DB, running back, linebacker, nose tackle. Bench press, 415.
Elias Sonberg, sophomore. Cornerback, bench, 225.
PJ DeYoung, junior, running back, linebacker, bowling ball, bench press, 405.
Ben Miller, freshman, starting running back, bench press, 225.
Cody Pimpson, junior, scout team defense, scout team offense, linebacker, fullback, bench press, 450.
Gunnar Young, junior. Quarterback, holder, scout team princess, bench press, 15 pounds.
Sorry about the officiating crew must not have got the notice to hold the TV timeout. So there was a squib kick that was covered by Plainwell at the just around the 23-yard line. It was a small return, but it was 2 or 3 yards. So Plainwell's going to take over 1st and 10. Ball is on the 24. felt it was more important that we actually see who our kids are than cover that squib kick.
Plainwell comes out with trips right.
I know these referees. I'm going to have a chat with them at halftime. Fisher Edwards with a big hit on the quarterback. Oh, that was almost intercepted. Baron Marinich had a shot at it. Would have been a good play to come up with it, but the real play on that one was Fisher Edwards, who just demolished that quarterback just as he was letting go of the ball.
The true blind side there. He was hammered from behind.
Yeah, he had a free run at him, and right now I have a feeling that Mr. Devaney is telling his offensive lineman, hey, somebody want to take that truck out before it hits me next time?
Might be a little nervous standing in there this next pass.
Well, you know, this is the great thing. Maybe you go the other way this time. Handoff is inside. Another nice play from Fisher. Dominic Hernandez got in there for the tackle. Gavin Turk was also in there. Fisher caught him from behind. So 3 Red Wolves in for sure on that tackle, maybe even 4. It looks like the game plan here is lots of pressure from the outside. Let the big uglies take care of the middle.
Yeah, the line's going to have to stay stout in there. They're creating quite a hole for him to run through. So
Pay my homage to Keith Jackson with the big uglies. So that's the end of the first quarter here in Plainwell. Paw Paw leads 14-0. We're going to go to the closest thing we have to a commercial. Okay, so back at it, second quarter. Plainwell Trojans going to come out, 3rd and 4, ball's on the 30-yard line, trailing Paw Paws, 14-0. Going to be a handoff. Oh, quarterback keep, and he's not, Fisher held him up. Dom Hernandez is going to bring him down, but Fisher did his job, made sure that he got some help. That's going to be.
They look like they might be short.
Oh, now they're going to say it's a first down. I thought he held him long enough to get back in there and get him for the just short of the first down.
It's tough to tell from the angle where that spot was. Still, he waved him through.
Yeah, I think he just grabbed onto the jersey instead of wrapping up, you know. Devaney from the shotgun. He's going to roll this way, and he's going to look. He's going to try to throw the ball, and that's Baron Marinich with the nice coverage on this end. Baron was baiting that throw and was hoping that it was going to be down low.
PJ had good pressure on it.
Yeah, the Wolves are definitely getting home. I have a feeling I know what there's a buzzing on the microphone. It might be that mute button on that. So we'll just not press it and see if we can get a report on whether or not it's. We'll see. Just
clear.
We'll get some feedback now if we're getting any buzzing now. It definitely would be that button, I think. So running back up the middle, there's nothing there. There's a bunch of Red Wolves in the middle, a whole pack of them, in fact. So Gavin Turk is in there. Fisher Edwards also in on the tackle. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for Plainwell. This is how you write the Devaney going to roll this way. He'll let it go, and that's going to be, ooh, Nate Lemire read that one, and he was ready. Had that been a catchable pass, it would have been caught, but not by the intended receiver. Lemire jumped that route very well. That was a pick six waiting to happen. I feel like, what year is Devaney, the quarterback?
He is a senior.
Okay, because he definitely must not have been their starter last year because he's throwing to the spot no matter what the coverage. So Plainwell's going to go for 4th and 11.
I would definitely punt on this one.
This is going to be a quick kick, and it is. Nice high kick. Bryson Newell's going to try to catch it. He muffs it.
He touched it.
Bryson's going to pick it up. Now he's got an opportunity. Bryson's going to come back. About a 6-yard return, I would say. He did call for the fair catch, and once he missed it, all's fair.
Yeah, and remind him too if he's running backwards trying to catch it, then fucking let him bounce. I'm trying to catch it on the shoulder.
Okay, so the Wolves are going to take over 1st and 10. Ball's on the 27-yard line. 10:26 to go here in the second quarter. Red Wolves commanding 14-0. And Jason, they haven't looked like that they've been stopped. I'm not sure we've even had a negative play yet. From the tee, Gunnar Goodell going to hand that one off to Ben Miller. Ben with the burst of speed. He's going to pick up about 8.
8-yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at 7, so 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 3. Ben's couple bursts of speeds. Last week he went to the house on probably a 65 or 70-yard score. Was so fast that he cramped up at the end.
I have a feeling we'll see that opportunity as they wear down this defensive line.
Goodell's going to hand this one to P.J. DeYoung. P.J.'s going to pick and choose. We're seeing a lot of vision from the backs tonight. That means that they're not getting past our linemen. Our backs are actually juking our linemen. They're not. The Plainwell hasn't got anybody in tight. So how's the view of the field of your window that's open, Jason? Because my window's a little dirty here.
You could use some Windex. Got a clear view here.
I'm pretty sure there's a football game out there. Gunnar Goodell in the tee. Pitch. This is Ben Miller. Ben's by the first level. Ben with it off the first hit. Ben's going to get a Red Wolves first down. Takes it across midfield. New Den's going to set up at the 47. And again, Jason, he's into the secondary before he even gets touched.
Red Wolves find themselves in Trojan territory like they've been most of this night.
They're looking every bit of that number 6 ranking right now. Hit that button again.
Newell up the middle. That's fighting.
There's a mute button. We're still getting some reports of an intermittent humming. That's the power one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Newell up the middle for about 4 yards.
I don't know. We're trying to work on the.
Should we unplug it and plug it back in?
No, because it'll lose it.
It's showing sound, and I've got it covered now.
So we're back at. Sorry, we're working on the auto. Looking on the audio. Ben Miller off the right side. Because no matter what's going on in the game, Jason, what is most important is our viewers' experience. We want our viewers to have the number one experience, and the only way that we can do that is through the support of viewers like you. Wait a minute, I think that's PBS's thing. So we'll go with something different. We'll come up with our own tagline.
Well, you know, it is our job to share this excellent experience we have with those that can't be here
Yeah,
tonight. So,
you know, and just to describe this, you've got two really skinny guys in a 450-degree press box. So from the power I, Gunnar Goodell, third and short, pitch back. Ben has got the edge. Ben is picking, choosing. Ben has got a first down. So Goodell brings the play in. And that's going to be a timeout for Plainwell. So the Trojans are going to take a timeout. We're going to check the out-of-town scoreboard and see what we got out there, if anybody's reported anything yet. 7:34 p.m. A little early for people to start reporting scores, but Otsego is hosting the Eddies tonight. There's no score in the first quarter in that one. So let's see what else we got. We've got this game is not reporting well either. So Vicksburg showing a second quarter score, 17-0 over Three Rivers. Non-conference play, Benton Harbor with an early lead over Dowagiac. In the conference, Niles 14, Sturgis 0 at Sturgis. Niles is going to be one of the big ones in the conference this year.
absolutely.
So, and we've got them the last game of the year. So, you know, it's right now we're going to be going into the Niles Stadium for the first time in a long time. We haven't been down there in a while.
They've got a beautiful, beautiful new field out there. We were able to play soccer on it last year.
Yeah.
And Niles actually started off their season against St. Joe and put quite a whooping on a bigger school.
Well, Niles got some real talent this year. You know, we've always got to get through the Eddies. We can't overlook the Eddies, and we've got to make sure that we can get through that game. But, you know, right now the trains are on the tracks, and they're headed for each other for a date at Niles to end the season. Wolves bring it up to the line, power I. We're going to get another timeout. Broadcaster's dream is back-to-back timeouts when you don't have any graphics or side stories to go through. So in case you missed it, we're going to reintroduce our Red Wolves.
Braylon Kennedy, senior, offensive tackle, and I like my steak well done.
Julian Hernandez, offensive guard, sophomore. I like my steak medium rare.
Kyle Seckler, junior, tackle. I like my steak rare.
Luke Dallian, senior, offensive tackle. I like my steak medium rare.
Gavin Turk, senior, defensive end. I like my steak medium rare.
So we're coming back out of the timeout. Just a reminder, so that's a project that digital media class at Paw Paw High School is working on. We've got some of the kids, we just haven't been able to get in yet, but we're working on it. We hope to have them all very shortly. Gunnar Goodell under center. This handoff goes up the middle. Newell, it's going to be gained maybe of a half a yard. So that's going to bring up second 9. Ball's on the 35.
They won their first game and lost their second game. I know that.
So Red Wolves back to the line. In the T this time. Gunnar Goodell under center. This is going to go to P.J. DeYoung off the left side. P.J.'s got a hole. P.J.'s got the corner. P.J.'s got a touchdown. 34 yards for P.J. DeYoung, rumbling off the left side. Breaks a tackle, heads in. Red Wolves touchdown. Troy Vandenberg with a nice block to spring him at the end, but that run was broken tackle, sprint. P.J. DeYoung all the way to the corner.
Great cross-the-face block by Troy. What an effort.
And he's going to get to score a point because of it. So Vandenberg into kick. Goodell to hold. Stride to snap. Kick is up.
It's good.
Kick is no good. Wide right.
Wide right. Sorry, it looked like it was good.
So 20-0's your score. 6:03 to go here in the second quarter, and Red Wolves will be kicking off in just a moment. Got an updated score out of Otsego. Otsego is trailing the Eddies 7-0. So Edwardsburg 7, Otsego 0. Thank you for the update in the comments, Connor Reeves. We'll put that up, and we will say this is where we're getting our information on that one. So thank you so much. Now back to the action. Vandenberg to kick off. This one's up in the air. This is not going to be fielded cleanly. And they're going to let that one go out of bounds. And that was close, but it's going to be a legal procedure. So the turf helped out there a little bit with a couple of those bounces. Have to say hello to Michelle and Clint Olson, who are down in Orlando, Florida. I believe we've got several people down in Orlando, Florida. I think Dale and Jennifer Pease were down there too, I saw. So glad to put out to our 86 people who's home and who's not tonight. Good news is Greg Southworth's on Community Watch tonight, so.
You mean they're going to be home tonight, Brent?
Yes, absolutely. There'll be no problems there. That whole think before you speak thing, right? So Devaney in the gun. They're going to run to the left. Quarterback keeps. Nice pursuit down the line. Got Bryson Newell in there and Fisher Edwards in there. So nice work out of the linebackers. Niles is up. Connor with another report. 23-0 Vicksburg and 14-0 Niles. From the shotgun, handoff. Oh, nice big hit in the hole. Running back spins forward for about 4 yards.
He was met hard at the line. But
yeah, you know, nice effort by the running back, Gavin Turk. So Jay, we've got third and we're gonna call it 4 or 5.5. You know, another big play for the Wolves here. 4:42 to go. If we can come up with a stop here, we're gonna put some more points on the board before halftime. I can feel it. Devaney is going to pitch. There is nothing there. Big hit from Late Lemaire.
Yeah, it almost looked like a broken play, Brent.
It
quarterback looked like he was either looking for like a RPO type of thing, but he then pitched it.
And this could be another quick punt. But Cody Conley was there. Nate Lemaire was there. Gavin Turk was coming down the line. You know, they're going to line up the quarterback again. Now, the quarterback is their punter. We've already seen the quick kick here. I can't imagine you're going to take any chance on 4th and 7 to put the ball in a forward movement other than a punt.
If he's punting, it's short. He's not snapping
Oh,
the
we're
punt
going to see
snap.
if he steps. Yeah, he's going to step back. We're going to block one of those. Yeah, we're going to block one of those. Bryson Newell wants to enjoy the ride home tonight, so he's going to stay away from that one. Ball is going to be about the 24-yard line where the Red Wolves can take over. Now, 3:43 to go in the half. Red Wolves up by 20. This is the dagger, and this is what we can show you. The wing tee can be a quick strike offense. You know, it would not surprise me in the first 3 downs of this drive, unless we get huge chunks of yardage, to see the ball in the air. Nate Lemire, Troy Vanderberg both sneak open quite often on some of these fakes, and Gunnar Goodell has been very accurate with those deep balls this year. So I wouldn't expect it off the first play, but I would expect to see it in the air if we get some yardage and get the clock moving in our direction. So Miller's going to gain about 1. And this, you know, Jay, here's where I'm talking about. You didn't get a huge positive move on the sticks. You know, Plainwell is probably expecting us to try to get into halftime, you know, up 20 and be content with that lead.
Like you said, this is an excellent opportunity to put that dagger in.
Well, and I'm doing it on second down if I'm doing it. It's going to be a pitch. PJ. Nope. This is Ben Miller with some speed. Ben Miller and Jay, it's just as good as that deep pass, you know.
Yep. We're going to add 15 yards on that, Brent. We had a horse collar tackle.
Oh, and look at that. So right there, and this is what we're talking about with the tee. You know, everybody, I think the throw is there. I do. I think that they've set them up long enough. But do we need it?
They're going to be at about the 35-yard line, I would say. 37.
When in the last 7 running plays, we've had 4 of them over 20 yards. You know, I don't think you need to put the ball in the air necessarily. I do think it's still there if you want to.
Well, I think just like anything else, make them stop you before you change what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what they say. If it ain't broke, hide the duct tape. This is a good trap. That is handoff Miller off the right. Miller's going to gain about 4. Looked like he went a little bit wide of his blocking there, Jay.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It looks like the trap was just inside of him.
He saw something, and, you know, when you're fast, you start to try to lean to the outside. But
yeah, I know I would have needed
one,
the block. I didn't have fast.
Yeah, I don't know that there's enough blocking for me to hit a hole.
It would need to be big for me as well.
There's a pitch. P.J. DeYoung, nice cutback. P.J. followed his blockers, and P.J. is going to be good for a Red Wolves. First down. So, Wolves systematically dissecting the Trojans. This started at the 23-yard line, and we're now down about the 23. Yes, the 23 this way. So, somebody go ahead and comment the math on that one. Nice Ben Miller off the right side.
He had a lead blocker right up the middle, but he bounced it out. So not sure what he saw, but.
Well, and, you know, part of this offense is trust the hole. And all night long, our running backs have been able to bounce because they've been in the secondary. But sometimes when you're not there yet, you got to go straight through. This is going to be handoff to PJ. PJ is going to follow his blocks, and PJ is going to be close to a first down. He's not going to have it, but he's going to be up there.
Sometimes the young guys want to break off that big run and bounce outside. It's only a sophomore.
Yeah, and PJ for certain, that time he literally reached out and grabbed onto his blocker. So, from the power eye this time, PJ PJ, a nice cut back, and PJ up the middle, and that's going to be good for a Red Wolves first down.
Going to see a timeout by the Red Wolves here. Yep.
So Paw Paw with the timeout. 33 seconds to go here in the half. Wolves are in business. They're at the 17-yard line, and quite honestly, the 11-yard line. They just updated that. They have a 1st and 10, so they could get a first down before a touchdown. But, Jason, those outside runs, last gap before the edge, have been open on both sides of the ball. So, this is an opportunity, but the running backs have to trust it and hit it hard. You get them into the second level now, then you make your move, we're in the end zone, right? But you've got to get past that first level. You've got to get there before you make that cut. One of the, big design things of the T is not to make too many cute moves behind the line of scrimmage.
Splits are tight.
You want to run downhill.
The holes have to develop.
And it looks like we're back to the T, so that opens up the wide sides. Ball is directly in the center of the field. This is going to be a pitch to PJ. And again, though, that's not the gap. It's got to go inside before because, to ask Darren Stride to come from the tackle position to the sideline faster than PJ DeYoung can get there is probably not realistic. Although Darren was faster than every camera that we could find. I still think that's one where PJ's got to go where the hole is going to open.
Well, even if he cuts inside and that outside backer tries to flow backward, then Darren's standing there waiting for him.
Well, and again, sometimes you just have to trust that the hole is going to be where they tell you it is. We have owned Plainwell on the line tonight.
And I think that things have changed a lot since the days that we were playing, Brent, but I think people realize the importance of the offensive line.
Well,
you got to trust
and I got to tell you, so a lot of people don't understand that I ran one of the most potent second-team middle school offenses for a fourth-place finishing team in the history of Cadillac area middle school football. So, coming up in the T, Gunnar Goodell. Gunner's going to throw. Gunner's got a man. Bryson Newell is going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Red Wolves. And Jay, I could feel it. I didn't know when it was going to happen, but you could just feel that they were setting them up for some kind of throw.
And I think actually Plainwell was looking for Paw Paw to run to the short side because there was nobody out there.
Well, the thing is, that was one where their scouting worked in their favor, or not in their favor, because they covered Nate Lemaire on that play because they thought it was going to be the typical play that we run out, and Bryson Newell snuck out from the fullback position, and there was no one. Great play design.
Paw Paw's going to try the 2-point here.
Wolves for 2 in the T. That's a handoff to
and he's got it.
Ben Miller in for the 2-point conversion. So Paw with 19 seconds to go here in the first half. Paw Paw sticks another one in the end zone to increase their lead to 28-0. We've got a little bit of a treat here at halftime. Of course, we can't play the band, but we're going to, I'm going to explain that again just for everyone who's listening out there. The problem with the band on a live feed versus a recorded YouTube. On a live feed, the YouTube algorithm hears the songs that the band are playing, and they end up muting out the stream, and you won't be able to hear the rest of the game. So rather than risk that, we've gone to a no band policy. I would love, in fact, I'm going to talk to Mrs. Granda about getting a recording of our band that we can put out and fight the dispute and then get the band playing, but we can't play it as part of our live stream.
Well, Brent, I've been trying to compose a song that won't get shut down by the algorithm, but I'm not quite there yet.
Not there yet?
No.
There's the kickoff, and that is going to go out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds, so Plainwell Plainwell has got 19 seconds. I'm really expecting a knee here.
We'll see. They might try. They're feeling a little dejected. They might try something cute here.
Ooh, that would be a disaster.
Could be.
And so to go on with some of the stuff we do have for our halftime extravaganza today, the digital photography class at Paw Paw High School had their first week with digital cameras this week, and I asked them to submit me some of their photographer chosen favorite work. So
they have lined up for a play here, Brent.
Yeah, it's a running play, and it's a go into halftime. Oh, and there's a nice play over there. Fisher Edwards with a nice play to the ball. Then some Wolves run in. That's going to do it.
That'll run the clock out.
I don't think there's any chance they wanted any part of doing anything. Yeah, so Fisher's running free. So that brings us to halftime here in Plainwell. Your score 28-0. We're going to let you enjoy some of the photography class at Paw Paw High School. These are their self-picked favorite pictures. So there is your review of the digital media and photography classes. And I hope you enjoyed that slideshow. Those are Artist Eye. So those are the kids picked those out as the ones they thought themselves were their best pictures. So I hope some of those connected with you. We're going to go on mute for the rest of the halftime. The teams have just come back out and are started their 2 minutes and 42 seconds worth of warm-ups. So we are going to go quiet for a minute and let them catch up. We are working through the technical issues. We had a camera failure.
Fumble in the backfield.
We've got some action going on. I apologize. We have no ability to use the cameras right now. The Red Wolves have recovered a fumble. Darren Stry rumbles away with the ball. We're going to have to shut the feed down and restart the feed to get the cameras to come back up. So apologize, but we don't have any choice right now. So we're going to shut the feed down. We're going to come back in a moment, and hopefully we'll be able to resolve this issue for the second half.